All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, I still hope you and your family are super blessed, guys. We are going to pump this Bitcoin price to 30,000 right now. And as you can see, my next take profit is set here at $30,000. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What is going on, Ben? The first comment after we've gone live, Ben. Are we at resistance? I don't know, Ben. What do you think? I know anything? Come on. Shout out to Bertis Jansen. What is going on, Bertis Jansen? How is everyone? Shout out to Pump. He says, don't walk. Come on, man. Don't tell me to don't walk. Shout out to Mr. Dugum. I miss you too, Mr. Dugum. Did I save new tool? Huh? I don't know. All right. Who else we got in the chat today? Monitoring investment site. What is going on? Samuel's Eternal. What is going on, my brother? God bless you. Rajat Sharma. What is going on, bro? Shout out to Skywalker. What is going on? Can we do some GMT? We might get to some GMT today. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. All right? We'll have to see how it goes. What is going on, Savage Santi? What exercise are you doing for those boulder shoulders? Just good old presses, my friend. Overhead presses, Z presses, incline presses. That's all you got to do, my friend. Also, I have really good shoulder genetics. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to Skyree and Arthur. What is going on? TT, what is going on, TT? Why am I walking and making vids? Because I can, my friend. What a cool life I have. Praise God, I get to literally walk and make videos as my job. Wow, that's legit as heck. And I'm trading at the same time. I mean, how could it get any better than that, you know? How could it get any better than that? What is going on? Samuel's Eternal. Nice. He went from losing most of his trades to becoming a good trader. Well, praise God. Shout out to RC. What is going on, RC? Wolfman ate my crypto. If you turn the speed up on the treadmill, Bitcoin will pump. Yes, I saw the new tool by TradingView. I did see that. What's my average win rate? I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you mean by win rate? How many trades do I win? Versus lose? Or like, what's the you know, I mean, like, what do you mean by win rate? You know, you could have a 30% win rate and still be profitable. You could have a 90% win rate and still be in the red. You know, you could take 9 massive losses. You could take 9 tiny wins and 1 massive loss and be in the red. I don't really keep tabs on that stuff, honestly. Are we about to pop off the 30K? I'm hoping Crispy Crypto Supreme. That's what I'm hoping. Shout out to Dr. Hussam who FOMO'd the like. Shout out to Naeem Gil. Naeem. Yo, yo, yo. Can't see the trading setup? Really? It's right here, Mr. Royal YT. 4-hour uneven butt cheeks. We do have 4-hour uneven butt cheeks. Yeah. We're going to be getting into this analysis, guys. And we're going to see what's going on. Shout out to Skywalker. What is going on, Skywalker? All right. Let's see what's going on these charts, guys. Bitcoin has indeed gotten a move down to a very, very, very key zone. All right, a very key zone. What is this zone? This zone just so happens to be probably the most important level for Bitcoin in the past 2 years. Like, I'm not even exaggerating, right? We check out the weekly time frame, zoom out here, and what do we see? We see that this level that we are currently in right now has been our support going all the way back to January 2021, support in June 2021, In fact, I remember this like it was yesterday, guys. I'm pretty sure it was World Series of Trading during this time as well, in this awful summertime range. I actually took a long right from here. Oh my goodness. I took a long from this this place right here, and it ended up getting stopped out at around my entry. When we came back down for this wick, I had added a little bit to it, got stopped out at the entry. And then we pumped. I never got into another long. So let's not talk about that. This level, massive support resistance flip. We are coming right back down now to this level to retest. What does this mean? It means if we're going to get a bounce here at all, it's going to be from this level, all right? Which is why in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we have been ready and waiting for this trade for a long time. This is a clip from the live stream we did. New York Open, we were looking for that drop down to this key support, 28.5 to 28.9. Look at the face. You can tell I'm not joking around here when I'm talking about this potential bounce. All right. Well, what has happened is we have come down to that exact level. When we take a look at our 4-hour time frame, what are we starting to see? We are starting to see bullish divergences, ever so slight. Nonetheless, we are seeing our good friend Sam Bankman-Fried and his beautiful memory machines. Okay, they are pumping out something. All right, it ain't milk, baby. It's those juicy Bitcoin gains. All right, the money flow, the momentum wave is getting higher as the price is getting lower. Look at that smile. You could tell he knows something we don't know about the Bitcoin price. What is it? Bitcoin's about to pump, baby. Now, here's the truth about these 4-hour divs. All right, we don't have the money flow getting higher here. We actually have the money flow getting lower. But money flow's starting to get higher. Okay? It's starting to get higher. And so for me, right? Now, this ain't no financial advice. All right, don't get it twisted, my friends. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, right? I'm a guy walking in the basement on the treadmill on the YouTube, right? Definitely can't be trusted. So, you know, for me, as long as we don't lose this green box here, if we continue to see money flow getting higher, and if we see something like this, all right, giving us that very nice uneven butt cheek pattern, okay, then we can expect a retracement from here, a little bit of a pump. Now, I have to say I'm leaning a bit more bearish than bullish on Bitcoin right at this moment, okay? And here's why. Although I'm looking for a pump, although I'm long, okay? Long right now, 4 Bitcoin on the trade. How much money is that worth? What's 4 Bitcoin worth nowadays? A little under $120,000 long on Bitcoin. Okay, I'm still bearish, more bearish than bullish, and here's why, all right? Here's why. Let me show you guys something a little bit scary, okay? By the way, if we get 1,000 likes without a bot, we'll be giving away $1,000, okay? So shout out to everybody who FOMO'd into the like button. We have officially right now changed market structure on the daily time frame, all right? Look at this. Look at this. Right here, we have officially now, since the June low that we put in, June low at $29,400, we have closed the daily candle below this level. All right, the June low. And so what does this mean? It means market structure is officially bearish. All right, market structure is king, and the trend is your friend. So we made a high, and now we've made a lower low for the first time since June. Which means even if we get a little pumperoni and cheese, we should be looking to short a rise. I would also like to bring your attention to things that have happened in the past with Bitcoin. All right, for example, this. Look at this. A very similar pattern potentially playing out here, right? Look at this thing, right? We've got this kind of like pattern here, right? And then boom. Once we officially lost that market structure, we did get a bit of a retracement but then we got a big drop to the downside. Okay, so I'm looking for something very similar to happen here. And once we get that big drop to the downside, well, here's the truth of the matter. The weekly time frame right now is printing a bearish divergence, right? It's got the red dot. I'm looking for something very similar to this little structure here, where we get a one big more little drop to the downside, making a higher low in this very large uptrend. However, what we have now, as opposed to last red dot on the weekly, is a bearish divergence, right? A bearish divergence. We've got ourselves the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler pattern on Market Cipher B, right? The price is getting higher, Gary Gensler's bald head getting lower, the teeth not looking too good. Something's not right, right? You look at Market Cipher, something just doesn't seem right about that. You can't place your finger on it. What is it? What is it? I don't know. Right? Is it Photoshop? No, it's a real photo. It's not Photoshopped. It's not AI. It's not a deep fake. But something's not right. Okay? And so that's what's going on here with Market Cipher. Bearish div. Which means to me, guys, because we're in that time, that year before the halving time, where anything could go, anything could happen. Don't be surprised if we get a big retracement here. Right? I wouldn't even be surprised if we come back down to the macro 618 fib. Right? The macro 618 fib. Right around 21-ish K. Right? Now, there's an anchored volume profile now on TradingView. Okay? This means you could scroll in and out, and it won't change where you originally had it anchored from. All right? Isn't that cool? Isn't that nifty? But if we take a look at all the volume that's traded here, we can see that, yeah, this is going to be, if we get a massive drop, this is, in my opinion, where we could end up. Right? We could come down very, very quickly to around the golden pocket, which would be around that $21,000 area. It's possible. Okay, so we have to be prepared for a big drop. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that if we see a good potential long setup, that we don't take it, right? We got to take the trades when they come, right? Even if the bounces are weak, we still take them when they come. Because we don't know, right? We don't know. For example, you know, I'm still in a Bitcoin long trade from $24,831 long on Bitcoin, all right, up still right now. 900%. And I had no idea, guys, that this was going to be such a juicy trade, right? And also the short that I'm in as well on Bitcoin, right? From the exact top. I don't know. Is this going to be the big drop down to 10K? I don't know. So we take the trade. We hold the trade. Both of these trade setups were given in advance in the Casper crew. And, you know, that's the way I trade. TP1, stop loss to entry, and then let the chips fall where they may. Let the pretzels fall where they may. Carbohydrates, simple carbohydrates, guys. All the rage. Simple carbs, simple sugars. Let them fall down upon the ground of trading profits. Let's see who we have in chat. Shout out to all you guys. What is a fib? A fib, it's a trading tool, my friend. A trading tool. Do I have gingivitis? Oh, Gary Gensler has gingivitis. I might have gingivitis. I don't even know what that is. All right. Looks a little Gary Gensler. Shout out to Soil Food Web Warrior. Shout out to Mr. Royal YouTube. What is going on? Shout out to Zindagi Photo. Says good evening from Cambodia, Jason. Shout out to you. God bless you. Shout out to Design Aspects. Please increase the music volume. Should I increase the music volume? I'll increase it a little bit. I'll increase it a little bit. Fibonacci, yes, he is an Italian genius as well. He was a mathematician who discovered this sequence of numbers, and it pretty much everything that everything in the creation abides by this golden ratio, and the charts also abide by the golden ratio. So if we start to pump from here, right? Let's say we start to pump from here. The levels to the upside that we really need to be aware of as resistance, at least for Bitcoin, then we'll get into some other coins. But the levels to the upside that we especially need to be aware of right now, in my opinion, are going to be the Fibonacci golden ratio at 30,007 to 30,008. And then very clearly here, we don't even have to be a mathematician to see that this zone is obviously massively important. It was our resistance back here in June. It was support all in this zone. And then it was resistance. And then it was support. And then it was resistance. So it's going to be a very, very key level. And if I'm not mistaken, if we put on 0.5 fib, it's also the 0.5 fib. Right? So we got ourselves two major zones to the upside. And honestly, we could even put the 382 fib around the value area low. I mean, we've got a lot of resistance above us, guys. And I have to be honest, things look weaker than they do stronger. All right? Things look weaker than they do stronger. So, where's my TP on the long from yesterday? Well, my TP on my next well, here's the truth, okay? I'll be honest with you. I've got TPs going up to 30,750, and I'm still not going to have the whole trade closed by then. My next TP, very small at 30K. I have fluid TPs, all right? My TPs are like gender. They exist on a spectrum. Today might be 30K. Tomorrow might be 29,215. It could change on a day-to-day basis depending on how I feel. Just like every other thing in life. And I've already taken a P. As you can see, I've taken a P on this trade right here. Locked in some P. Taken it. So for me, I look at this as it's a guaranteed small profit. If we get a short squeeze, I'm ready to go, man. But I'm holding the short, okay? Holding the short right now is up $5,000 in profit. So if this gets stopped out of my entry with a $300 profit and we keep dumping, I'll take it because I'm hedged. I've hedged myself, you know? So that's the deal with that. What platform is this? This is MEXC, my friend. MEXC. It's my favorite exchange. If you use my affiliate link, you get up to a $9,000 deposit bonus plus 0% limit order fees, 33% off market order fees. It's a great deal. It's a great deal. I've been using ZoomX and I've been using MEXC. And speaking of ZoomX, guys, World Series of Trading is coming up. The Casper crew is going to be competing in World Series of Trading 2023 on ZoomX. Up to a $7 million prize pool. Really, it's just a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. These trading competitions. And last year, the Casper crew placed, I think, 14th in the world on ByBit. I think it was 14th. I don't remember. And you can't check anymore. It only shows the top 10 from last year. We were somewhere between 14 and 21, that's for certain. Pretty sure we were on that second page. But, yeah, you could sign up for this as well. I gotta put links and stuff in there. But it's a good time, man. It's definitely a good time. All right. Are we going to get that pump to 30K? I'm hoping Bitcoin pumps during this live stream. That's why I went live. I only went live for Bitcoin to pump, okay? Do I expect to bounce to 30K and then another drop? I expect another drop, Adriano. I don't know if we're going to get the pump to 30K. I'll be honest with you. I would be very surprised if we don't eventually get a pump back to 30K. I would be very surprised if we don't get a big squeeze. But yes, I am expecting another drop. I am overall bearish on this market structure. I'm expecting another drop. Okay? I am expecting another drop. If we do get to 30K, I mean, look. If we get to 30K, which we might, we've got resistance there. We have a daily level, we have a weekly level. More so, the major resistance is going to be around 30,500, where we could grab the liquidity from all these highs, right? So really, the major zone of resistance is going to be just above these highs, right? Because you got to think to yourself, there's a lot of people short. They had a chance to get short here. 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 So if we start to squeeze, we could just take all that liquidity, stop everyone out, stop hunt, and then drop. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. That's kind of what this long is, why I'm still holding this long in the event of short squeeze, okay? Now, I'm not saying we're going to get there, please. I don't make predictions. I do not make predictions about what the price is going to do. I suck at that. And you guys suck at it too. There's only like 2 or 3 people I know have come across who are good at making price predictions in the short term. Everyone else is just flipping a coin, right? So the way I trade is I get into a trade, I take profit, and then I hold that trade just in case. And so that's what I've done at this low. Why? It was the level I was looking for. I was waiting for it. Literally, I've been waiting for it for 3 weeks. All right, since we got that big pump and we had this key level, right? And when we came down there, I had the confirmations to enter into a long, so I did. I've taken a small profit on the long. I actually, technically, I still don't have my stop loss at the entry, but I'm planning to move it. I plan not to close this trade less than my entry. And so if we get the squeeze from here, great. And if we don't get the squeeze from here, great. You know, but I'm hoping we get it. I'm hoping we get it. Because it just seems too ridiculous to me that we could have all this liquidity built up and not wreck some of those greedy shorters. You know, there's a lot of greedy shorters here. I mean, you had a long time to be greedy in this zone, in my opinion. So let's see. Do I limit or market? It depends. It depends, my friend. Do I limit order or market order? Look, it depends on the situation. If it's a certain type of setup, you have to market order. If it's a certain type of setup, you can limit order. Okay, so limit orders are when you know in advance where your entry is going to be, where your stop loss is going to be, and where your take profit is going to be. Then you can set a limit order. And I recommend only setting limit orders if you see, as the price is getting up to your entry, that you've got the confirmations you want to see on the chart. Why is this the only time you set a limit order? Because your risk management is already in place before the position is entered. You already know how much you're going to risk. You already know how much you're potentially going to gain. If we are trading a swing failure pattern, also known as a chickens drinking water pattern, like what we did yesterday, right? What is a chickens drinking water pattern? Chickens drinking water is where you make a low or a high, and then you do a liquidity grab, right? The chicken takes her beak, dips it into the water, and then laps it right up. That, you cannot limit into that. You cannot. Because you don't know how far the wick is going to go or if it's even going to come back. So you need to wait for price to come back and close the candle and be watching your confirmations, right? You don't know. So you can't be limiting into those because there's no way to know where your stop loss should be, which means there's no way to know how much to put on the trade, which is a one-way ticket to either having your stop loss get hit and then it goes in your direction anyway, or having nothing happen and you just waste money for no reason, right? So, you know, it depends, my friend. It really depends. Shout out to Robert Bonar. God bless you, man. God bless you, bro. Thank you so much for being here. The best moderator in the world. Trading Bitcoin, we need some speed. I want market Cipher to look like Sam Bankman-Fried. Going so high, let me get a handle. All I want to see is another blue candle. So I'm chilling here. This is my jam. This is my jam right here. Trading Bitcoin, we need some speed. I want market Cipher to look like Sam Bankman-Fried. Going so high, let me get a handle. All I want to see is another blue candle. So I'm chilling here all day and all night. Bitcoin price, man, you know it's gonna fight. Got the bears and the bulls trying to make a pull. Chilling on the boat, in the front, in the hull. Here we come to the golden pocket. I don't know if y'all could even spot it, but we got a bearish deal on MCB. That's what I do when I'm chilling out in TV. Cold trading view, going to school, learning to trade. That's what I do every day in spades, in the garden, digging through the dirt. Hope I don't get hurt. Got it on my shoulder with the skirt of some rain coming down from the sky. Pumping Bitcoin price, man, it's gonna get high when I'm walking on the treadmill every single day, sitting down at the charts, trying to get paid. Here we go, getting into the golden pocket. And I just don't know if y'all could spot it, but man, here we come, coming really high. Bitcoin price is trying to fly. Oh, man, shout out to my man Standcout Music. He took the freestyle I did on stream and remixed it to a nice beat. You know, that was nice. All right. Sorry, I got a little distracted there, fellas and ladies. Shout out to Haven Peck. He said, turn this trash rap off. Hey, my friend, come on. You know what that does to a man's soul? All right. Who should you follow for Forex and futures? I mean, I would recommend you don't follow anybody necessarily like signals-wise, but yeah, there's tons of YouTube channels out there. Tons. I see them all the time. I don't really know of any offhand. A link to the song. I posted it from my community tab on my YouTube channel, so yeah, okay, Bitcoin's starting to get a little pump, guys. 5-minute pump action, baby. We got ourselves a nice little candle. Let's check out the order flow. And then we'll take a look at some other coins, all right? I want to take a look at Ripple and stuff like that as well. Wow. Okay, so we've had lots of longs closing out in this zone right here. We've had a lot of longs close out in this zone right here. A lot of people long the top. And so basically what happened is a lot of people longed the top right here. And then they slowly were closing out their positions. And then all of a sudden, with this last drop to the downside, they all have closed out. And now that they're all closed out, what do you know? Getting a little pump to the upside. A few new longs opening up. Nothing too crazy happening right here. Let's go to the... All right, so I would say this, guys, you know, this open interest is pretty garbage, right? It's been coming down consistently over time. This is not a very strong move thus far. It's not a very strong move thus far. You could say we have bullish CBD, but these, what look to be short trades, are really just longs closing out, taking profits, and people just kind of closing out positions. We don't really have any kind of real sign of strength here. In fact, we won't have any real sign of strength, in my opinion, unless we can reclaim 29,400. If we can reclaim 29,400, there's a chance that this was like a legit bottom, and then we could see that big pump, which I'm hoping for, guys. I'm hoping it happens during this stream. The name of the video is Bitcoin pumping to 30K. Let me see a blue candle. All right. We are currently right now consolidating within this triangular pattern here. So let's see if this will break up or down. See if this will break up or down. All right, let's take a look at some other assets, guys. I want to take a look at... Well, we could take a look at ETH. Shout out to ETH, the long trade from yesterday's New York Open. hit, right? It hit with the confirmations. We dipped down into the box, boom. So I didn't take that trade. I don't trade ETH, but setup given, trade played out. Shout out to anyone who did take that. ETH is forming this ugly looking ascending channel. Wow. This don't look too healthy, guys. This don't look too healthy. All right. So yeah, ETH in a very strange situation, because also we are getting a red dot on market Cipher B, but we are not getting a bearish divergence. ETH, interestingly enough, put in its high back here in April and has made a lower high in July. And that lower high, guys, came right into the Fibonacci golden pocket 786 zone, like basically literally right up to the 786. So this could very well be a lower high, because we made our high, we made our lower low. Now we have potential lower high, looking for that lower low, right? Because ETH broke market structure right here, right? We had this low, this higher low in the uptrend. Then we made a lower low, changing market structure on the weekly. So this could get kind of bearish, y'all. This could get kind of bearish. On the daily time frame, we do have uneven butt cheeks to the downside, right? Price getting higher, market Cipher B, left butt cheek, right butt cheek, uneven glutes, squatting and deadlifting with bad form leads to an injury to the downside. Here's the one thing I would say about ETH. Bitcoin and ETH are in very, very similar situations in the sense that we've had major breakout and retests, right? ETH had this triangle. We broke to the upside. We came back down to retest. Okay, we came back down to retest. Bitcoin also had the same thing. Bitcoin had the same exact thing. Bitcoin had the inverted head and shoulders pattern, right? Broke out, come back down to retest. That's the long trade, the swing long trade from the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Setup given way in advance here. We caught it literally from the exact bottom. So ETH got the breakout and retest. Bitcoin got the breakout and retest. However, we're both showing kind of weakness after this breakout, which honestly means we could expect significant retracements for both of these assets. And if ETH is going to now continue in this downtrend, that means we should expect a low coming in below 1600, right? If we're going to continue in this downtrend, we can't know for certain, but you know, it's all about if-then scenarios, right? If this downtrend will continue, then it must come down below this low. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall range and the volume. Okay, very interesting for me to see that the high volume node of this entire range is coming in just below this previous low. So this is actually looking pretty nice. Maybe we'll just do a liquidity grab of that low. Let's pull some fibs and see if we have any other confluences here. Wow, so we bounced from the Fibonacci golden pocket and have failed to make a higher high. Oof. So I would say that the next zone of support that we have is going to be around 1550 if we're going to be looking at macro moves to the downside. 1550. And wow, that could be quite a drop. Let's pull some more fibs. All right, guys. Well, you know, I don't want to be that guy, okay? But what a great level that we have down here at 1320. Value area low of the macro range, macro Fibonacci golden pocket. Here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. This uptrend that we've been in for ETH has literally been going on now for a year, right? The low was put in June 2022. And from this point, we've been in an uptrend. Low, high, higher low, higher high. It would not be too crazy to expect to move back down to the golden pocket, right? We need to be aware of these levels, because when the big drop comes and everyone says, oh no, Bitcoin's going to 8K and Ethereum's going to 800. right? We need to keep our wits about us and say, you know what? What's more probable? Ethereum going to 800 or Ethereum coming back down to support, maintaining this macro year-long uptrend, and then getting another bounce, and then entering into the bull market around next year, 2024, spring of 2024, when the bull market begins, when the Bitcoin halving takes place. That's definitely more probable, in my opinion, right? So we got to be ready and prepared for these levels. You guys know what I'm saying? Shout out to Polygon Rocker. What's going on? Doge. Let's check out Doge. Doge is going straight up to the moon, guys, through the Van Allen radiation belts. Yes, Eddie Gray, Casper Crew is doing World Series of Trading on ZoomX. We are indeed. Anyone is welcome to join. In fact, I could post a link. I could post a link in the YouTube chat right now. Or you could use this QR code if you want. It's even got my face on it. But yeah, I'll post a link in the YouTube chat. Whoops. I forgot to post the link. What an idiot. Hang on. There we go. All right, we got 700 people in here, 400 likes. If we can get 1,000 likes without a bot, guys, we are absolutely going to give away $1,000. 1,000 USDT. All right, let's take a look now at Doge. And we'll take a look at Ripple after that, because I'm still in a Ripple short trade here. I'm still short on Ripple. Yeah, still short on Ripple. All right. Wow, Dogecoin pumping, pumping. Like a wild woman in distress with a laundry basket on her head running through the woods with a spear in her hand. Man, this is the kind of trade you just enter without a stop loss, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to the Doge chart here. This is the weekly time frame. Log scale activated. Everything okay? Thank you, HG. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I'm going to show everybody. All right, Doge. Got this kind of thing. All right, my sweet little girl just made this for me. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to keep it right in my heart. All right. Back to Doge. Let's do some analysis on this thing. Interesting. All right, so clearly this is our local range right here. Wow. Okay, this is our local range. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what's going on here. We need to mark out some key zones. All right, this is going to be key resistance up here. And that's going to be at around 12 cents, 10 to 12 cents. So what happened here? We did get some bullish divergences on the daily, but nothing too crazy here actually. But from that low, we didn't even come to tap that golden pocket. Wow. Interesting. Doge, man. Always catches you off guard, huh? All right, so here's what I would look at with Doge, honestly. Here's what I would be looking at. Now, I don't trade Doge. I don't trade Doge. But if I did trade Doge, I would want to see us get a move up to here into this zone and then get a move back down to the point of control and then look to take it up higher to 11, 12 cents. Right? If I looked at this chart and I had to say what would be the ideal trade for me to look for, it would be this. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. We've already changed market structure here locally, right? We've changed market structure locally. We're back inside value area. And we're coming up to the Fibonacci golden pocket where we have clearly lots of liquidity to be snagged from this zone right here. Did we already snag that? No, we didn't quite snag it yet. So let's get one little more pump up. We have a weekly level of resistance. We have the local value area high. We have the Fibonacci golden pocket right here, around 9 cents. And then if we get a retest at the point of control, confluence with the local golden pocket, it's a beautiful support resistance flip. It would be a very beautiful looking inverted head and shoulder pattern, all right? I mean, something like that. A nice inverted head and shoulder with a higher high. That would be the trade I would kind of want to see. But locally, I don't know. Let's zoom in a little bit and see. Let's see what's going on here. I really don't like, I know a lot of people are all about trend trading, but I'm really not good at trading in this type of price action. I have to wait for a good retracement. It just fits my style of trading where I like to take profit and hold. All right, so I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I feel like right now this is a really crappy looking, it's a very unhealthy looking, like there needs to be a correction here. There needs to be a correction here for certain. All right, we have a lot of really ugly looking lows right here. Which means, yeah, I would love to get a move down to local value area low, local golden pocket, grab all the liquidity from here. This would be more of a local trade that I would be looking at here. Okay, if we can get a move down here, with bullish divergences on some of those lower time frames, maybe a nice juicy 4-hour green dot, this could also be a nice entry. And the reason why, right? Every trade needs to have a reason why, right? The reason why I would look for a long from around 6 cents is because we have a lot of people, stop losses here, stop losses here, stop losses here, stop losses here, just stop everyone out and then bounce from key support. If I'm a big player, I need, if I want to buy a lot of Doge, I need people selling a lot of Doge. And the only way you can get people to sell Doge is by stopping them out of their longs. And all those long stop losses are sell orders, injecting liquidity into the market, right? Injecting the liquidity into the market. You know, you got one injection, two injections, three injections, and then everyone's trade just dies suddenly. And then boom, you can continue on with your agenda with fewer longs in your way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Aaron G. What is going on, man? Can we take a look at AVAX? We can, guys. Is Bitcoin pumping or dumping? I think it's pumping. I don't know what it's doing. All right, guys. Look, I've got to go liquidate my assets. So stay tuned. Watch the trade for me. Make sure I don't get liquidated. I'll be right back, guys. I got to take a pee. And I'm not talking about taking profit either. So I'll be right back. Hey, y'all. We're back. We're back in action. How to use an anchored volume indicator? Well, it's a new thing, right? And I honestly don't know. So I'm going to just tell you what I think because I looked at it for like 2 seconds. It looks to be a visible range type thing that's always anchored to where you put it. So it's basically analyzing all the volume from, it's basically a fixed range tool that stays on your screen no matter where you go, right? I have it anchored from this point, and so it's only going to show me the volume from this point onward. So, reason why you would want to use this is because as price action develops here, right, and we come up to the exact level given in advance, back down to the exact level given in advance. Just kidding. I don't know what's going to happen. But as this happens, this will develop along with the price action instead of like a fixed range, which will only stay from point A to point B, right? Stays from point A to point B, and that's it. So when price starts doing this, all of a sudden you're watching the charts all day waiting for value area high to hit, and guess what happens? It front runs value area high, and you get pissed, and then you realize you didn't pull your range, and then you realize value area high came lower, and you're like, dang, what an idiot I am. I missed out on a really good trade because I didn't pull my dang range. Well, solution, now we have this new thing, anchored volume profile. All right. it will allow the range to continue for you. But I highly recommend everybody changes the colors. All right, purple and blue. All right, we don't want any of these weird other colors here. No, that's not what we want, guys. No, and POC must be white. All right, hope I didn't trigger anybody saying that. There we go. No, this is not right. Hang on. There we go. And what do we want? We want row size 200. Value area 70. There we go, baby. There we go. And let's go ahead and put on our value area high, value area low. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I got myself a nice new anchored volume profile. Yeah. XRP is about to pump. Let's check out XRP. Unfortunately, I was long on it, but my long got stopped out over the weekend. Yeah, I was long on XRP from right here at 70 cents, give or take. And that got stopped out. Was it 70 cents? No, I forget. I forget. Somebody remind me. It was the long from the Casper crew Discord. I forget where it was from. But yeah, I would say this, right? Let's take a look at let's use our new indicator. Man, I'll be honest with you guys. I might not get it. I wanted a long from down here. Let's check out what's happening locally on XRP. So XRP is trading below value area low. We've actually gotten a local CDW, just like Bitcoin did. So yeah, that is actually kind of nice. So here, for me, if we change market structure here, we can look for the retest at the golden pocket. Yep. Yup. So I want a long XRP from lower, but here's what I'd be looking at, okay? These are the kind of trades you want to be looking for, guys, where there's just so much confluence, right? If we change market structure now and we were looking for a nice rounded bottom, inverted head and shoulders is what they call it. All right. Rounded bottom, cup and handle, whatever you want to call it. All these patterns are the same thing. They're basically telling you market structure's changing, right? So we put in a nice low, bullish divergences, Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man boob pattern on the 4-hour time frame, mammary glands getting higher, that juicy corn juice can be milked from the teats of goodness. And if now we make a higher high, then we wait to retrace down to the range low plus Fibonacci golden pocket. And this then could be the long on Ripple. Honestly, this could then be the long on Ripple. Long it up to $1, baby. Long it up to $1. Or at least these highs. Yeah, this would be, this is what I would look for. But I'll be honest with you guys, I want a little lower. I do want the liquidity grab of this low. I want that 65 cent area. That 65 cent area. You know? The Fibonacci golden pocket from the last big impulse to the high. That's what I want. So, we'll see how it plays out here. Unfortunately, guys, I'm only short on Ripple from here. Right? We shorted Ripple from the exact top in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Right? Setup given in advance. This is my long. So here we go. Casper crew. We longed here. We shorted here. Still in the short, guys. You know what? Let me take a little out here. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take a little profit out. 38.12. Boom. 500 bucks. Right? I forget. What did I have here before? I don't know. I took a very small amount of profit out, guys. I don't know what the heck it is. But the reason I did that is because we're coming down to support, and now I have an even 20,000 XRP on the trade. 20,000 Ripple on the trade, baby. And, yeah. So, we'll see what happens here. What do you guys think about Ripple? Gonna pump or gonna dump? What do I think of 55, 56? I don't know. 55, 56, Houston? Yes. All I can say is an astounding yes to 55, 56. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. 55, 56 cents is going to be basically, let's see. This is old TA, man. This is super old TA. Hang on. Oh, yeah. 55 cents? Yeah, 55 cents. That's the, yeah, I'm looking for a long there. Whoops. I just showed it live on YouTube. But yeah, I'm looking for a long trade. 55 cents is the back test of this ascending triangle pattern. You know what I'm saying? Of this ascending triangle pattern. Single prints filled. Support resistance flip. Yeah, it's a juicy one for certain. It's a juicy one for certain. Shout out to Aaron G who just shorted Doge. Doge chain is the real play. I don't really trade in altcoins like that, you know. So if it's a good play, I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know. Shout out to Divine Hood, still looking for 65 cents on Ripple. Yeah, I'm looking for it as well. I'm looking for it as well. What's the name of that indicator? Lacy90. Which one are you talking about? You talking about the new one on TradingView? It's the anchored volume profile right here. It's actually pretty nice. It's actually a pretty nice thing. It's just a fixed range that constantly updates so that you don't have to. It's good for like the modern day person, right? We don't have time to be pulling our volume profiles all the time. We got busy lives. We got kids, soccer practice, work, school, drama club, marching band, football practice. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time to be pulling that volume profile. All right, Bitcoin, baby, getting a pump to 30K live on YouTube. You saw it here first, guys. Even though YouTube has a 10-second lag, you saw it get to 30K first on the Jason Casper YouTube channel. Make sure to smash that like button. FOMO into the like button. Because Doge is going to get a pullback. Bitcoin is going to get a pullback. The Jason Casper like button will never get a pullback. Mark my words. The Jason Casper like button will never get a pullback. You will never see this video have 604 likes again. How many miles do I walk on the treadmill? I don't know, Calvin Delay. I just decided to always walk whenever I'm doing TA or trading or YouTube videos. And I'll tell you, I love it. I love it. I feel great. It's much better than the recumbent bike I used to use. Shout out to Craig Wright, the real Satoshi. But guys, do you want to know a secret to life? I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. All right. This is a legitimate secret. All right. I'm about to share a life-changing secret. You guys want to have abs and eat as much as you want every single day? Get a walking desk. I'm not walking very fast right now. 2.4 miles per hour. It's a leisurely stroll. It looks intense on the camera. It's really not, right? And you could literally eat as much food as you want. Sit down for a nice big old meal. Pig out with your family. And you can still have abs, you know? I probably eat like 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day, not even joking. That's a real life secret right there, man. Got these people on YouTube eating like 1,200 calories a day to try and get abs. What the heck? All right. Do I use Elliott waves? I don't, but I respect the wave. All right, I respect Elliott. He's a cool guy. Am I doing incline? Nah, Crypto Main, I'm not doing incline. No. Do I trade while running? No. I don't ever run. I'm not a runner. I'm a squatter. I like to squat and deadlift. Oh, that's another thing. You gotta squat, deadlift, press, and row as well. Yeah. Everything I just said, you gotta squat, deadlift, press, and row also. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. What is going on, bro? Bitcoin pump song once again. Maybe. Let's see if we get a big blue candle up in here. All right, what should we take a look at, guys? Let me know. Next person to give me a coin, we'll take a look, do some analysis, look for a trade. Shout out to Aphrodite. LJ just liked and subscribed. Shout out to you, Aphrodite. Oh, and J-Boy Bullish also forgot the most important ingredient of all. I mean, he just remembered, not forgot. He just remembered. All right, Mining Quest. WLD. Never heard of WLD, but we're going to take a look. WLD. Wildcoin. Whoa. All right, we're taking a look. All right, we're on the daily time frame, guys. Second day listed on Binance. I would say this. Now, honestly, come on, we all know this is a joke. But if I was going to look for a trade on this thing, it would be this right here, baby. It would be this right here. But look, there's no way we can trade this, guys. But yep, this is the trade. Short the range high, golden pocket 786. Look to come back down to the low of the range. Yeah, TP1 right here. This is the trade. This is the trade right here. If someone put a gun to my head and said, you must trade this coin, wild coin, what a wild situation. One day on Binance, and you must, gun to your head, trade the coin, I would short it from $2.53, stop loss at $2.80, take profit 1 at $2.13, take profit 2, look for a new low. And then I would pray, Lord, please have mercy on me as you have these past 33 years. And don't let this trade culminate with my head being blown off. That's honestly what I would do in that situation, guys. I would take that trade and then I would pray. Like my life depended on. My life always depends on it, so you know how it is, though. We forget about the Lord when things are doing good. Can I see Ethereum, Canadian boy? Shout out to Canadian boy. I mean, we already did take a look at it, my friend, but for your sake and for the sake of the super chat, we can take a look. All right. So look, for ETH, I would say this. If we're talking about high time frame trading, right? I mean, for me, if I was high time frame trading ETH, and look, I already did some ETH analysis, so you can go back and watch it, but for me, I would, if we get a rise, I would look to short that golden pocket. I would look to squeeze all these shorts, man. Yeah, and then for supports, I mean, we could come down quite a bit lower, but obviously, we're going to be looking down toward this area for a major support on ETH, okay? Major support for ETH. Going to be down around that 1760, 1780 area, right? Why? Because it is none other than the value area low of the range, right? So I would say for me, swing trading ETH, I would be interested in a long from here, given the right confirmations, of course. And I would be interested in a short if we got a rise back up to the value area high, Fibonacci golden pocket, and I would look to take that down to the low of the range, right? These would literally be the two trades that I would be interested in for ETH from a swing trader's perspective, right? And obviously I'm a day trader as well, a scalper sometimes. But yeah, if we're just holding out for those really high probability, juicy level trades, these are them, right? Sideways range, look for a short at the top of the range, look for a long at the low of the range. You can't really go wrong. You can go wrong, trust me. But it's the most juicy place to be looking. Shout out to Louisiana. Stay away from who, Stacy? From ETH? ETH has ties to the WEF? Oh, WorldCoin, WorldCoin. Yeah, I mean, what an obvious coin name, right? WorldCoin. It sounds like the New World Order coin, but you know what? I don't think it'll amount to anything. A lot of coins have ties to the World Economic Forum, though. I mean, Chainlink has the World Economic Forum endorsement. XRP is like meant to run on the SWIFT system. I'm pretty sure, I know a lot of people disagree, but I would be very surprised if Bitcoin wasn't some kind of CIA creation. I would be very, very surprised if Bitcoin was really created by a whole bunch of anarchists. I know a whole bunch of anarchists and libertarians latched on to the idea of Bitcoin because it's a good idea. But I still wouldn't be surprised this whole time it was some kind of operation to onboard everybody into blockchain, get people used to the idea that you can make life-changing money in digital assets on the blockchain, get everybody stoked on blockchain, because your average person's too stupid, no offense. I shouldn't say stupid. Your average person has not spent the time to educate themselves about the risks of blockchain technology, and your average person isn't going to be able to know the difference between Monero and the digital dollar. They're just going to do what they do. They're going to go to work. They're going to drink their beer. They're going to watch their football. And they're going to be slaves, right? It just is what it is, unfortunately. So, XRP to replace Swift. My bad. Yeah, you right. You right, C-Mile. You right. Jason Castro says this. I never heard of that, but it wouldn't surprise me. The only thing that would surprise J-Boy Bullish is if they told the truth. You know, I'm going to name my next son They. So that when people are always like, who's they? Be like, you know what? My son. You should have a talk with him. He's a pretty cool guy. Shout out to everyone in Louisiana. Shout out to the psychedelic astronaut from Louisiana. Yeah, SBF's family works for the WEF as well. Yeah. Yeah. UBI coming your way, everybody. Look, I mean, the reality is, if and every single nation in the world has signed on to this agenda, the United Nations agenda. So, I mean, if things continue on this trajectory, and the fourth industrial revolution happens the way they talk about it, the way Yuval Noah Harari talks about it, universal basic income is going to be something that everybody desires, because there's going to be no, as Yuval Noah Harari says, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with all these useless people. And look, I know the WEF is probably just a front for other organizations, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You could dig down the rabbit hole. But, 100K party soon. Yeah, we're going to have a 100K party soon. Shout out to Michael von der Voot from Mexico. Man, I wish I lived in Mexico. But I got family here. Is Market Cipher worth it, Ian Diaz? Well, look, you ask different people that question, they're going to tell you different things, right? Do I think it's worth it? Of course I do. Of course I do. I mean, in my honest opinion, and I'm not just saying this because I am the world's #1 Market Cipher shill in the world, I'm pretty sure I'm the biggest Market Cipher shill in the world. I can't think of anybody else who has a YouTube channel as big as mine who only ever uses Market Cipher only, always on the chart, never takes it off. But, yeah, I think it's worth it. Why? Because if you are a guy who's busy, you can't be sitting here all day looking at this kind of stuff, calculating in your head, doing long algebra and division to figure out what's going on, and you just want to look at some uneven butt cheeks, Sandbag McFreed's breasts, and Dolores at the diner real quick on your phone while you're out harvesting potatoes to know whether or not to take a trade, well then, Market Cipher's the way to go. There's two things that you got to look at: money flow, momentum waves. It gives you a very easy, should I trade, yes or no? Yes, because I see what I want. No, because I don't see what I want. And then you go on about your day. That's true, Frankie Candles does, but I have more subscribers than Frankie Candles, but he'll beat me soon. He puts in the work, that guy. CryptoFace uses Market Cipher, but CryptoFace sells Market Cipher, so, he is CryptoFace is Market Cipher. He's not shilling himself, I don't consider it a shill unless you're shilling for somebody else, Like, Anderson Cooper's a shill for the New World Order. I'm the Anderson Cooper of Market Cipher. Take that and do with it what you will. Do I have tutorials on Market Cipher? Heck yeah, I do. Heck yeah, go to my YouTube channel, go to playlists, and I've got tons of Market Cipher tutorials. Absolutely. All right, Bitcoin pumping. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's go. Actually, speaking of all this calculus and long division, what's going on right now? Nothing too much. Low volume, chopping around, going straight to Chop City. Yeah, me and Frankie are gonna have to collab, y'all. Shout out to Polygon Rocker. Started watching me before I showed my face and showing Market Cipher. I always showed Market Cipher. That's the reason I started my channel. The reason I started this YouTube channel is because in January of 2021, on my way home from buying straw, all right, I watched a video while I was driving, not recommended, BitBoy Crypto, talk about market Cipher. And he said, all you got to do is long the green dots. Now, I'm taking him out of context, right? Because he wasn't really saying to just long the green dots. But given the hype of the bull market and what he showed on that video was just backtesting 4-hour green dots, showing how pretty much every 4-hour green dot led to a massive pumperoni and cheese. And I thought to myself, I know that there's no market Cipher tutorials out there on the internet, none, besides Crypto Faces. And I was already using market Cipher for a long time. I loved the indicator. And I saw an opportunity. I said, you know what? People are about to start search market Cipher on YouTube, how to use it. So I saw an open door and I decided to start making tutorials and show people how I have been using it. That's literally why I started this channel. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, people say I saw you before market Cipher. There was no Jason Casper before market Cipher. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those were the good old days. And let me tell you, the long the green dot days are coming back, guys. They're coming back. They might even be here now. I mean, look, I'm long right now. And check it out. 4-hour green dot. And honestly, in all reality, longing 4-hour green dots below the zero line has a pretty dang good win rate, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. But you have to front run them, really. You have to front run them You have to front run them. If you front run them, you do pretty well. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. Yo, Sam, what's going on, bro? Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Everyone go check out Crypto Lifer. If you don't know who he is, you gotta check him out. It's one of the best in the space. One of the best in the space. Go subscribe. He does TA literally for, I don't know how he does it. He does TA for like 100 assets a day. Give him the calls. He has a trading group. He has courses. He'll teach you how to trade. And he always dresses like a real professional, right? When I watch Crypto Lifer's videos, it makes me feel like a piece of crap. Here I am dressed like a bum on the streets. That's right. So shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He knows the truth, right? I'm walking outside on the farm. I got a green screen connected to the backpack, a selfie stick coming out of my belly button. And so, whoa, just almost got hit by a car there. All right, shout out to this guy. He says, so I just gave my reason why I like market Cipher. Let's see. I lost the comment now. Oh well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I guess we weren't meant to talk about that. Oh, here we go. Inti Velez, market Cipher B sucks. Inner circle trading is the way. You know, inner circle trading, of course. I mean, look, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. But ICT is legit as heck, right? But combine some of those trading principles with a indicator like market Cipher, and it's pretty dang good. Let me tell you that. How did I find Dolores when I was bumming? Well, Dolores never married me. Big Butts 28 married me. You know, she buys low and sells high, I guess. Because the funny thing is, when I met my wife, you know, I had no job, and I met her parents on Thanksgiving, and they took her aside and said, you know, do you want to be married anytime in the future? And Big Butch 28 was like, I do. And they're like, well, you should probably find a guy who has a job. So, you know, she bought the dip on me. She bought the dip on me. Now her family's, in hindsight, laughing about it. Ha 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 ha, it worked out. But I'll never forget, my wife's dad, before I married my wife, took my dad aside and said, are you sure your son can really support my daughter? My dad, Papa Casper, put in a good word for me. He was like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry, yeah, he's got this, don't worry. Poof. Man, that was a 100x long gamble. You know, could have gone real bad, but it went real well. All right. We got 800 people, 700 likes. You guys are awesome. Look, you guys are awesome. I don't think we can get 1,000 likes today. We don't have 1,000 people in the chat. Don't use a bot to get likes because it's bad for the YouTube algorithm. It hurts my channel. If you're going to use a bot to get 1,000 likes on this video, I'm not going to give away $1,000 because that hurts my YouTube channel. Don't do it. All right? Don't do it. All right? I said right in the pinned comment, if we're using a bot, it's not going to work. All right? Futures is gambling, says Hecham Asachen. I disagree, my friend. I mean, we're trading futures right now. It's not gambling. It can be gambling, but anything can be gambling. You know? But here's just like anything, right? Driving a car could be gambling. If you close your eyes and drive the wrong way on the highway, then driving a car is gambling. But if you wear a seatbelt, you follow the traffic laws, you keep your eyes open, it's not gambling. It's a calculated risk. You know the risk involved. You could die. But you know the probabilities are in your favor because you're doing the right things, putting the right safeties in place to prevent death. Could it still happen? Yeah, of course. You don't think about it. Brushing your teeth is a gamble, right? What if you took your toothbrush and as hard as you could start to jam that thing on your teeth, man? Well, let me tell you, you could shove that thing right up your windpipe and die. But if you do it the right way, use a non-fluoridated toothpaste to avoid brain damage, and brush nice and gently, then calculated risk could work out pretty well for you. Same with trading futures. You know what I'm saying. How is the bot possible? People, they get, like right now, I'm being botted. Look, you could tell right now. The likes are going up past the viewers and it's going really fast. That can't happen unless you get a bot to come and like the video. How can you place multiple Bitcoin longs at the same time? You have to trade a different pair, all right? You have to trade a different pair. So, basically, if you are long on USD, you can also long USDT, right? So, for example, I'm long on Bitcoin USD, and I'm also long on Bitcoin USDT. You cannot, if I entered another long right now on USDT, it would just add to my position. And like, let's say I put like 2 Bitcoin on the trade right now. I've got 4 Bitcoin on the trade. So if I put another 4 Bitcoin on the trade, it would move my entry to right here, right? If I put 2 Bitcoin on the trade, it would move my entry to right here, right? It's just going to average out your entry. You don't want to do that. You either got to use another exchange, or you got to use a different pair. So on MEXC, you can long and short Bitcoin USD, and you can long and short Bitcoin USDT. So you could be in a total of 4 Bitcoin trades on the same exchange, 2 longs and 2 shorts. And that's it, right? That's true. Gambling doesn't have a stop loss, right? Using risking more than 1% is also a gamble, right? Risking more than 1% is also a gamble. Do I have days that you lose in a row? Of course. Of course. But here's the thing, like, I don't take very many trades. I really don't take very many trades. I mean, I took 3 trades yesterday. How do I say this? If I'm not a scalper, let's just put it that way. I'm always looking for the big moves, right? So yesterday I had a loss. I had a loss, a break even, and actually I technically had a win, a small win, a loss, and then this trade that I'm in right now, right? I longed from the first wick. Here, I'll show you. First of all, I only trade my plans, right? I only trade my plans. That's first thing. And so I had a plan yesterday to long. First of all, the box, right? We came down to the box of support. I took that first long. Then during the New York Open live stream, I took this second long. And this second long here could have been a win. I didn't take profit. I was holding for higher. Obviously, that got wrecked. And then the CDW trade is the trade I'm currently in right now, right? So I took 3 trades. One was a loss. One was a TP1, stopped out. Second one was a loss. Third one could be a TP1 and stopped out. Could be, right? So, and also the second trade that was a loss, the invalidation for that trade was so dang small. I mean, so small. I longed the 786. Stop loss was like so tiny. Even with 50x leverage, that stop loss was a 4% loss of the position. All right, 4% of the position. And the total position size on that trade was probably about 1.5% of my total stack. So I lost about 4% on 1.5% of my total stack on that loss. So you got to keep your losses small. You got to keep your wins big. How do you decide your take profit? Support and resistance. So for me, TP1 is always... So TP1 can vary. I like to do a 0.5% move. If it's a big move, like let's say, for example, right? I shorted like this wick and right away in like 5 minutes, we just keep coming down, right? We just keep on coming down. I will kind of let it ride until we get that first kind of pause. And then I'll be like, all right, let me TP1. But if it's a slow, painful kind of thing, like if it's a slow and painful long, like let's say I had taken a long from like here, all right? Let's say I had taken a long from like right here, right? And we're just grinding along forever. I'll TP1 after 0.5% move, stop loss to the entry. But typically 0.5% is a good place to oftentimes take out 25%, 30%, 50% of the trade, even 75%. I mean, I had taken 75% out of this guy because I was pretty sure we were going to come back down In fact, I even said that in the Discord. When I woke up that morning, my first thought was if we get another dip down within the next few hours with bull divs, it could make for a nice CDW long. All right, so I was expecting to come back down into that box again when we got that first bounce. And honestly, maybe I shouldn't have taken that first long, but I did. So, you know. How much do I take on TP1? I just said anywhere between 25 and 50%. Usually 50%, especially if I'm in a schlong, right? Especially if I'm in a schlong, okay? If I'm in a schlong, I'll take 50%. But the reason why I'm still holding so much on this long is because I'm in multiple Bitcoin longs. Yeah, I know. So, how much does VIP trading cost? $65 a month, but we don't give signals, right? Like, that's the thing. It's not a signals group. I never said, you know, I'm long now. I just say what I'm looking for. And if it's a live stream and there's a real trade, I'll say, look, this is a valid long entry right here. Right now, this is a valid entry, valid trade. Give the stop loss, give the take profits live as it's happening. But I'm not a signals group where you like get the text on your phone that says like long now, 5x leverage, TP1, TP2, TP3. Like, I don't do that, you know? I don't do that. We put the bowl in front of you, we put the cereal in the bowl, pour the milk, we put the spoon in your hand. But you got to take the spoon, put it down into the bowl, and then put it in your mouth. But you'll learn a lot in the Discord because it's not just me in there trading. We got some of the best traders in the world in there, live streaming their stuff. How do you manage longs and shorts at the same time? I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how. First of all, you have to identify the key levels on the chart. All right? You should always be looking to short resistance and long support. And then, after you do that, you take partial profits out of the short trade. And when you enter the long trade, you do the same. You take partial profits. Then you move your stop loss to your entry. And then you do nothing, right? You do nothing. You do nothing. If we pump from here, guess what? I'll take profit on my long trade when my short trade is stopped out. Or when we come to the next obvious resistance, 30K. But if this long trade now gets stopped out, guess what? Who cares? I've already locked in a profit, guaranteed winning trade, guaranteed winner. And if it gets stopped out at the entry, guaranteed winner. But now my short trade is now raking it in, right? So that's how you manage. You guarantee a win and then you forget about it. You go about your life. You make stupid YouTube videos. You walk on the treadmill. You know. Shout out to CFX Trades. Shout out to the Casper crew. White Phoenix is legendary. Is White Phoenix's course out yet? No, not yet. Very soon. All right. Yeah, shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He says, the best thing about the VIP is the different characters. They do their live streams. You get to see how different great traders with different styles think in action. Yeah, you got Boyan in there, White Phoenix, K-Pax, and plus a whole bunch of other great traders posting their TA in the advanced channel. It's legit. Guy Buddy 2.0, it's better than the Signals Group. I think it's better than the Signals Group. But of course I would say that. Nice. All right, guys. Doge is dumping now. Let's check it out. Is it dumping? Let's go to a low time frame. Yeah, it's getting a purple. It's getting a little purple candle. I don't see any uneven butt cheeks. I would expect another little move up. Could be wrong. Doge is unpredictable, but based on what market Cipher is telling me, nah, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. This could be a significant high. This could be a significant high. We got some bear divs popping up on the chart. How do you access VIP? You got to go to jasoncaspertrading.com. But look, I highly recommend, if anybody's going to join the VIP Discord, that you know a thing or two about trading, right? Because if you just pop in there and you don't know how to trade at all, you're going to have a very hard time following, right? So I recommend know the basics of TA first, right? I have courses. You don't have to take my courses. You can watch free YouTube content. Just watch my videos and other traders' videos. You'll learn a lot for free. But we get a lot of new traders in there, and they don't know anything. And it's like, well, if you don't know what a golden pocket is or what a bullish divergence is, it's not going to help you very much, right? So, shout out to Boyan, one of the best, without a doubt. Boyan is the freaking man. I love that guy. How do you join World Series of Trading on ZoomX? Click the link in the pinned comment in the YouTube chat. You can join the Casper Crew squad. Yeah, Boyan's the man. He really is. All right, Bitcoin. Come on, we only have $720 before 30K, our target here. Very clear. Let's see what happens here. Let's go into a lower time frame here. Look at that 1 minute candle, baby. Look at that. Wow. We are talking. Let's go to the 1 second. Wow, look at that. Those 1 second. Look at these 1 second candles, baby. Bitcoin straight to 30K. Come on. Come on. Dang, now we're dumping, huh? Now we're dumping, huh? All right, guys. Well, it's been a good stream, but I gotta go. I gotta go. But God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May the Lord turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. I wish I could stay all day and all night with you guys. But as a 32, about to be 33-year-old man, I've got responsibilities. So peace, guys. Have a good one.